Less. Kobe, you love to take over a game. You're scoring everything you did. Who are the players you faced, though, who held their own against you defensively, that were always something maybe that you really enjoyed playing because you knew they were so good defensively?
Tony Allen was my all-time favorite to go against. I loved going up against Tony Allen.
Monster, huh?
He was amazing. Well, he didn't ask for any help ever.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, I'm going to send Kobe down here and come for the trap. He wasn't asking for help. He's like, no, me and you. No matter how many times I hit him, no matter how many times I scored him, he was still there every single time. And I loved competing against him. Raja Bell as well. I loved competing against Raja.
Yeah, there were some battles with you and him when he played with Phoenix.
Yeah, because there was no back down in him, right?
None.
Eric Snow, Bruce Bowen I liked a lot. He played the game differently. He tried to frustrate you and all these things. So I was fortunate enough to go up against some really top defenders. Kawhi, I didn't get a chance to see much because it was later in my career.
That'd have been a good matchup.
I would have loved it.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Paul and Harden are the incredible backcourt duo. Kenneth Faried is out there with P.J. Tucker, and it's Gordon in at the 3. The Rockets shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And he makes the first.
I mean, look, with all the hand injuries he's had over the years, I don't know how Paul's such a good free throw shooter. I mean, some of his fingers look like they got 4 knuckles.
He hits both from the stripe. Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Hawks in Atlanta. Rondo finds James. To the paint. Ingram against Harden. Shot clock at 6. Tries from 10 and misses it off the right side of the rim. And it's Harden with the ball for the Houston Rockets, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
And they couldn't get stops when they needed to. The opposition just too comfortable shooting the basketball.
And that's what can happen on the road. You have to be aggressive and try to disrupt them out of their normal routine.
And as the focal point offensively, reading the defense, so critical to have that split-second reaction and trying to figure out where their defense is going in such a short time frame. It's amazing.
Well, that's part of the magic trick because it's already figured out, right, through film. So when I watch a game, I know what their coverages are. Right, so I know
you could figure out what, because there's so many coverages. I mean, let's face it.
But you know, they all kind of do the same thing. Right, so when you watch the game, you know, if I'm preparing for the Bulls or preparing for whoever, I can look and see what their defensive packages are because they can't just throw something new in there, right? Because they've been doing this defense since training camp.
Right.
So you're generally going to see the same rotations. So now I can put guys on the floor and set up the pieces to take advantage of that rotation.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Ingram.
Yeah, and the second pick in the 2016 draft out of Duke, bro. Brandon Ingram possessing a rare combination of length and shooting ability.
Good on both. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Paul kicks to Harden. He feeds it to Faried. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound.
Look, you can't defend down low much better than that. Refuses to give him an easy path to the bucket.
Outside Rondo. Back to LeBron. To the middle. And slam dunk by Ingram.
An elite passer at his position. I mean, James always seems to make the right decision.
Paul outside from deep. Harden. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Rondo kicks to Ingram. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. LeBron passes to Rondo. 6 to shoot. There's the pass to McGee. A flawless finish on the alley-oop. And Kobe, many people measure success in the NBA with the number of rings, not so much the stats. For Karl Malone and Steve Nash and guys of that ilk, you know, they're truly great players, but they never won a championship. How are these legacies measured, do you think, when all is said and done, when you take a look at the landscape of that topic?
Well, they're great players who just never won championships. I mean, it's that simple to me. They're just phenomenal players. And winning a championship is extremely difficult. You have to have so many things go right for you, and you have to be extremely fortunate to be with an organization and to have a GM that understands talent, understands the cap, understands how to build championship caliber teams. And Michael and myself were extremely fortunate, as was Larry, as was Magic. But at the same time, it becomes a player's responsibility to lead that core group of players to the title.
Here's Ingram. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And Ingram, he's still getting his weight up. But looking pretty strong that time.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls for Ingram. Here is Harden. Last game out, we saw him pour in 42. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Ingram right side. Stolen by Harden. To the inside to end the run. And Gordon with the lay-in. Good.
Yeah, showing how effective he can be. It's crucial that Gordon plays with confidence close to the bucket.
Rondo with the ball. Chris Paul covering. James looking around. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Lakers leading by 4. Kobe, I can only imagine the hours you spent studying the legends who came before you, Michael Jordan, and probably other players as well.
Well, yeah, because you have to ask yourself the question is, why are these moves that are being executed working?
Right.
It's not good enough just to look at them and say, okay, they work. I'm going to go out and try to do the same thing. That's not good enough. You have to try to understand why they work. And in other situations, why didn't they work?
But I always thought, too, you put your special spin on it. You followed this roadmap, but then you took the exit ramp and then put your own spin, own feel on the move or play.
Well, yeah, because we both had different teams, right? He had a different cast of characters that he played with. He had a different role and different responsibility than I had on my team. So I've had to kind of adjust those things in the timing of our games and when we attack and when we facilitate and all those other things. But the basics of the game remain the same, whether it's myself, whether it's Michael, whether it's Jerry West, those things are all consistent.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Pass to Harden. The tray. The shot missing. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
And you know what? They were giving away points, missing at the line, a big factor in the outcome.
I mean, come on. How are you going to win on the road if you can't capitalize what's being handed right to you?
With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
Here's LeBron, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
The biggest fear any opponent has, watching LeBron go to work inside, you know what the results are going to be.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
Yeah, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Well, this is the dilemma as a coach. You wonder, do I need to call a timeout here? Do I need to settle these guys down? Should I let them play through it?
Let's take a moment now to check out the top scorers around the league. James Harden, number 1.
And all you have to do is point to his name at the top of that list. Does that tell the story well enough or what? What a season.
Gordon trying to break loose. Harden can't hit.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And Kobe, you think about playing the game. You don't miss the physical side of it, but I know the mental side was so big for you, especially as your career went on.
Well, yeah. Well, every season was a new puzzle, right? So it's, as a leader of the team, it's not so much about yourself. You have to put that to the side and think about how to put together the puzzle for your teammates. How do you put them in a situation where they're reaching their max potential?
Yes.
Right? That's what gets the championship done. So every season is exciting because the puzzle is new, right? The emotions, the goals that your teammates have are all new. And so you have to figure out how can you put them in the best possible position to be successful and in turn help us win the championship.
It's a great explanation.
Not the tightest of D on them, but not the best of finishes either.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. Harden's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Rockets.
Well, it's a beautiful shot right there from Harden. He has the touch and quick release needed to torch defenses from outside.
James has a two-pointer. The Rockets pull it in.
The D a little slow to get in his face. They're fortunate it didn't cost him.
Gordon against James. Now here's Harden, guarded closely. And Tucker has it in the corner. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists tonight.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
And James throws it down.
And the way James dominates on the offensive end, making it look effortless tonight.
Ingram against Harden.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Rondo against Paul. For 3. The shot by Rondo is no good. And it's Harden with the ball for Houston. 4-point game. He kicks it to Fareed. Here's Tucker. Sinks the three-pointer. Tucker's got 6.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And Kobe, you've made no apologies throughout your career about being a scorer, but how do you strike that balance between getting buckets and keeping your teammates involved?
Well, it's a thin line, especially for scorers. Because when you're locked into that mentality, it's very easy. It's almost like a racehorse. When you're racing with blinders on, you don't see anything else. You have one focus, right? And so it becomes a matter of trying to understand when to attack throughout the course of the game. So the first 3 quarters, maybe I'll lay back. Or maybe even it's just the first quarter, and then close out the first half strong. So you go into halftime with some momentum. But then at the end of the game, that's when you put the blinders back on and you really race for that finish line. And so everything in between just becomes a matter of setting up the pieces so that then you can close the game out the right way. So that's how I thought about it.
And I can sense by the way you describe this that you had to know your teammates' game as well as your own game.
Well, yeah, you got to know how they're feeling going into the game.
Yeah.
Right? Does Pau Gasol have it tonight? How's LO feeling tonight? Right? You got to be able to measure those things. And, if you feel like the team's going to get off to somewhat of a sluggish start, that's when you kick it into high gear immediately, right? And so it's a bit of a guessing game, but it's more so being able to spend the time with your teammates and talk to them, and that'll help you gauge a little bit better.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Shumpert. Basket good.
Even when Shumpert gets hit, he muscles it in. You gotta love the strength from the wily guard.
Lakers trail by 4. Stevenson outside. Over Green. And it's Stevenson missing.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Takes the 13-footer. Shumpert, no good. LA's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. James finds Rondo. And just miss after miss right now.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
Here's Tucker. And it's off from three-point range. Rondo looking around. 1:29 left in the first quarter. Rivers against Caldwell Pope. Stolen by Tucker. Rivers kicks to Shumpert. Back to Rivers. High arcing shot. Tucker. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
He's trying to help him add to this lead, but he just can't find his touch.
The Lakers rebound. Muscala hits the bucket. Muscala's got his first points in this one.
Oh, tough effort right there on the glass. Those second chance points can pay off in a big way.
Rivers kicks it to Tucker. Takes a three. It's not going to go for him. The Lakers trail. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Caldwell Pope passes to LeBron. 6 on the shot clock. Stevenson drives in, and the Lakers turn it over again.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo. And here are the Rockets now. Here's Rivers. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And no good on the last second attempt this time. James Harden getting it done for the Houston Rockets. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. We'll return shortly. Chris Paul talks about the matchups he faces at the point guard.
The toughest position in the NBA night in and night out is the point guard position. You know, every night you look at the board, the coach is pretty much going to say, their team goes as such and such goes. You know what I mean? So that's the toughest part, and that's probably the funnest part, too, because it's competition.
And CP3, one of the most competitive players in the game.
It's an obsession with him, and you can see how hard he gets after it every time he takes the court.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out to you from a numbers standpoint?
I mean, a solid first quarter, especially looking at that plus turnover ratio.
Yeah, aggressive on D, efficient on offense. They've balled out to an early lead.
Stevenson and LeBron, the veteran forward pair. Reggie Bullock is out there with Kentavious Caldwell Pope. And it's Muscala in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. That free throw missing. And for those of us who have never played at this level, it must be a thrill to contend against the best in the world. But also with that comes a lot of pressure. How do you handle the balance between enjoying the game and the pressure that's on you in the game?
I've never felt pressure. I'm not really sure what that is. I mean, you'll have moments where you'll make game-winning shots, and it's fantastic.
Never nervous.
No. At times where you'll miss it, and then people won't like you very much. But then the next game, you hit a game winner, and everybody loves you. And then you miss the next one, and everybody don't like you again. Right? So why would I stress out over quote-unquote pressure? It doesn't make any sense to me.
How about the responsibility to your teammates and to your own built-in pressures to perform like Kobe Bryant?
Even that, right?
Yeah.
Even that. There'll be games where you make them, and your teammates are thanking you for it. Times when you miss it, and your teammates are like, dang, man, you got to do better, right? So it's ebbs and flows all the time. And internally, I just do what I practice. So there's no reason for me to be nervous or apprehensive because I've done this shot thousands and thousands and thousands of times. I just have to do it one more time.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And Shumpert kicks it to Tucker. Off target with his 3.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Stolen by Tucker. Rivers against Caldwell Pope. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. There's the triple. Here's Muscala. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. For Houston, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Rivers. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. And Los Angeles guys shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Pass to Muscala. Now Caldwell Pope, guarded by Green. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Los Angeles with another miss. Houston in the lead. Shoots. And that one hits back iron. And Shumpert pulls it down. The Rockets shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. Kobe, the NBA right now is trying to spread this game worldwide, even more so by developing basketball academies. But is enough being done, in your opinion, to develop players right here in the United States?
No. You shouldn't have players that can't shoot free throws.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't have players that can't shoot. Like,
We seem to talk about that a lot.
Doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Like, at what point when you're starting out playing basketball at the age of 10, 12, does a coach not say, come here, son, let me teach you how to shoot the ball? How does that not happen? You know what I mean? And I think it's just, coaches see a player that's extremely athletic. He's bigger than all the other 13-year-olds. He runs faster. He can dunk at 13. But the coach is like, just do that because we want to win today's game. Just dominate him. Just dunk, dunk, dunk. And you wind up hurting the kid.
Right.
As opposed to taking your time to develop their game and help them be well-rounded.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Outside, Green. Pass to Rivers. To end the cold streak. Nailed from three-point land. Rivers has got his first 3 points of the game.
There isn't any player in the league who's going to pass up that shot. There was nobody near him.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And they've been very loose with the ball here. They haven't been as patient, forcing things a bit, which has led to turnovers. They need to just slow down and relax.
And the Lakers with some changes. Kyle Kuzma comes in for James. And it's Ingram in for Caldwell Pope. Kenneth Faried's checked in for Houston. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Bullock with it. Now Green defending. The pass to Ingram. The three. And it's Rivers with the rebound. Rockets leading by 4. Shumpert gets a wide open look. Offline with his 3. Rivers against Ingram. Here's Bullock. It's stolen by Green. Shumpert in the corner. No good with the layup.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And that one's good by Stevenson. Houston's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Ingram against Rivers. Just 5 on the clock. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Kuzma. Kicks to Ingram. Goes up to the stripe, and that's good for 2. Ingram's got 9.
Got to play up on Ingram, especially when he's looking to shoot from the mid-range area.
Now here's Rivers. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game, and Reggie Bullock gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Gordon's checked in for Gerald Green. Shumpert against Ingram. The drive by Shumpert. Clock at 6. Back to Faried. Another miss by Houston.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And it's Ingram missing. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Rockets. They trail by 1. Rivers can't get it to go.
He finds a major hole in the D beyond the arc and still can't cash in on it.
Muscala. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. He's got 6.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
It's Rivers on the wing. Hits it from three-point range. Rivers has got it all tied up now for the Rockets.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
Bullock dishes to Ingram. Back to Bullock. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Kenneth Faried.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Lakers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good. Bullock. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. Rondo comes in for Lance Stevenson. Houston also making some changes. James Harden comes in for Shumpert, and Paul subbed in for Rivers. And so Bullock nails both of them.
And once he gets into a groove like that, you can just count him.
The Rockets trail. And here is Paul. He's coming off a 16-point game against Minnesota. Faried against Kuzma. He gets that one.
Incredible concentration from the big man. Knock Kuzma around all you want. He's committed to scoring inside.
Harden finds Paul. Houston moving it around. Faried the pass to Harden. Paul outside. It's stolen by Rondo. Pass to Bullock. Launches it. It's rebounded by Paul. Rockets trail by 4. Fires the 3. And there's the call on the name. That's foul number 2 for him. And here's Los Angeles. They're on an 11-3 run right now. Kuzma kicks to Ingram. Back to Kuzma. Over Harden. And Kuzma with the basket on the assist from Ingram. Ingram's got assist number 5 here tonight.
The timing, the precision. You got to respect Kuzma's ability to drain shots off the pass.
Harden outside. Shoots it. No good that time. Some solid defense from Ingram. Lakers leading by 6. Here's Kuzma. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Wow, he's such an active guy, Kev. It's hard to guard Kuzma and not foul him sometimes.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
You know, when you look at his numbers this season, he's had a respectable number, 77%.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
Yeah, and for being the 27th pick in the 2017 draft, Kuzma has made his mark early, already surpassed expectations.
He hits the second from the line. Rockets trail by 7. Now Harden. He's got 11. Shoots over Ingram and out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Saturday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And for that matchup with the Pelicans, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
An outstanding three-point shooter. Kuzma is a prototype stretch four. That makes him very valuable.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Rockets. It's a 10-point game. Now a timeout called by Houston.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Well, I think the first thing they need to talk about are the rotations. There's a lot of miscommunication out there.
Now we have a moment to see the best rebounding teams in the league. Fourth spot held by the Lakers.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
Outside Gordon. Ingram against Harden. Five to shoot. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. Kuzma's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Slithering into the lane with such ease. I mean, when Ingram is aggressive, it forces the D to act.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like.
2 shots. 2 shots.
That one is off. Good on the second free throw. Rockets trail by 11. Harden finds Paul. Back to Harden. Ingram with the steal. Outside Rondo over Paul. Los Angeles with another miss.
Man, low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
Harden against Ingram. 5 on the clock. The 3 from Harden. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got his 6th rebound on the night.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second. Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Two shots.
First one falls for him. LeBron, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And a switch here also for Houston. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Nene. And he makes both free throws.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Timeout called, the Rockets. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate. with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Gordon, the pass to Harden. And Tucker has it in the corner. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
Yeah, really frustrating right now. They just can't seem to stem the tide here.
Yeah, going up against a big run, trying to mount one of your own, I mean, it's exhausting and takes a tremendous amount of energy here.
And how about the focus there from Rondo? Doesn't let the D get to him, able to complete that play through contact.
Rondo against Paul. Over Rondo, and it's slammed in by Fareed.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Here's LeBron. He doesn't hit that one. And the Rockets take it the other way. Well, Kobe, I have to say it's been a real pleasure having you stop by our booth and spending some time with us for this game. Thanks again for coming by. I hope we can do it again.
We will, man. It's been a blast.
There he is, folks, the great Kobe Bryant. And you know, Chris, you and Kobe both playing from the same era of the NBA. He was sharing his thoughts about current trends in the league. Do you feel it's different from when you and Kobe both played?
Oh, definitely. I mean, when you look now, just defensively, when we came into the game, hand checking was allowed. Then after that, zones were allowed in the game. When we first came in, you think about the three-point line, the best three-point shooters in the game. Maybe we're allowed to take 2 a game at that time. Now you see guys, they can let it fly 6 or 7 times, 10 or 12 times, 15 times. So I do think that the game has changed, but I just think that's great because the game has evolved. I love watching where these young players are playing and their skill sets now, and I can't wait to see where the game goes.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. We have a look at the Rockets organization, Chris. One of the best run teams people think in this league.
Oh, well, definitely. I mean, over a decade of winning basketball, they find ways to win, and then they won't be satisfied till they win it all.
Rondo against Paul. Rebound by JaVale McGee. McGee's got 7 rebounds in the game. Caldwell Pope for 3. The Rockets pull it in.
He's lucky his teammates have picked up the slack for him. I mean, his shooting has been horrific.
Gordon kicks to Paul. The Rockets with another miss. Lakers leading by 15. 27 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. To the middle, here's McGee. The shot will not fall. Some solid defense from Fareed. In the corner, it's Gordon. Paul dishes to Harden. Back to Paul. From deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Paul's got 5.
A lot of floor out there, and Paul has increased his range over the years. That's not fair.
And that concludes the first half. Lakers lead by 12. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Kenneth Fareed. Kenneth, you guys have been out-rebounded by a lot. Why do you think that's happened?
I don't know. We're missing a lot of threes, so they're getting a lot of those rebounds, and they're really gang rebounding in this group. So they're really getting after it, and they're making sure that we don't get no second chance shots.
Well, we'll see if that gets fixed in the second half, Kenneth. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 12 points, 2 assists, and 6 rebounds. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
Well, they've been playing with some toughness. And it's led to a nice lead for them, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers. And now they need to stay mean, Ernie. You cannot lose that edge in the second half.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about Houston?
Well, obviously, they were outshot. I thought they mailed it in too many times in terms of their effort. People weren't moving, they weren't screening, and they definitely weren't hustling. They need to hit the ground running to be competitive in the second half, or they could get blown out.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
And through the first two periods, it seemed he got to the paint whenever he wanted to, just a slasher's mentality.
Yeah, when you're trying to check a guy like that, you have to move your feet laterally, defensively. That didn't happen.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And so in the game for the Rockets, the engine of this team, Paul and Harden in the backcourt. P.J. Tucker is out there with Gordon, and it's Fareed in at the center position. Rondo passes to Kuzma. He kicks it to Ingram. And stolen by Gordon. Shoots. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Outside Rondo. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. A nice shot by LeBron. James has got 4 this quarter.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
And you see he's not worried about what's on the scoreboard. He just wants to go ham each possession.
Here's Harden. The Lakers with the rebound. McGee's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Rondo's shot is off.
Whoa, the D caught a break on that play. I'm sure that is not the plan, leaving him so wide open.
Paul finds Tucker. Misses the 3.
Can't get anything to fall, but it hasn't gotten him down. I mean, he's still gunning. I guess he's still trying to contribute.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for Houston, trailing by 13. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's LeBron, and finished off by LeBron.
And James is great at staying alert on defense, pouncing on any opportunity he sees to swipe the ball.
Harden outside. Over Ingram. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. 16 points for James Harden. Los Angeles leading by 13.
And James Harden, last season's MVP, the runner-up in 2015, actually won the players' vote for MVP that season. But last season, he took home the official hardware.
The Lakers making a switch here. Muscala's checked in. Timeout called the Rockets. And with James Harden winning the MVP in 2018, Russell Westbrook in 2017, Kevin Durant in 2014, you think a few what-ifs right now in Oklahoma City?
A few, more than that, Kevin. I mean, probably tough for them all to win MVP playing on one team. A good shot at a different trophy, though, maybe the one that starts with the name of Larry.
The shot by Paul, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Kuzma, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Can't shake Kuzma. Even when you try to get physical with him, he maintains his focus.
The Lakers have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
and the Lakers a few years ago were at the bottom of the league. Their rebuild didn't take long at all. Smart trades and good draft picks have been the trademark of this franchise turnaround.
On the wing, Harden. He's covered by Ingram.
And the rebounding has been key to their success here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, they established a physical edge in this game. This led to a big edge on the scoreboard, too.
And for the Lakers, they've gone from a team in rebuild mode to a team looking at the playoffs and beyond.
Well, the team feels like they're on the verge of taking a huge step forward. I mean, they have the talent and vision in place just to take time for it to come together. The brass has done a great job of improving and overhauling the roster the last few years.
And he makes the first.
You got to give the Rockets credit. I mean, other teams may have looked at the Warriors and threw up their hands, but not the Rockets. Houston tried to put pieces around Harden to contend for a title.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And we've seen Harden recruiting players to Houston, Chris, helped attract another star and all those complimentary players.
I mean, he gives assists to the organization. He's a star and a pitch man. I mean, that's what you have to do at this point. Team up and load up if you want to win it all.
Rockets have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Two shots.
And the first one drops.
And if James Harden has one signature move, it's got to be his step-back jumper. Something he's worked on for years. And like the sky hook or Nowitzki's fadeaway, it's becoming one of those iconic, unstoppable shots.
And both free throws good for James Harden. And Chris, you look at Harden's step back, there's a real different rhythm to it, isn't there?
I mean, he covers a lot of ground with that gather step. I mean, some fans even wonder if it's a travel. But I guess it's legal. Tremendous footwork crafted over countless reps in the gym.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Rivers, he's checked in for the Rockets. Rockets trail by 16. Paul outside. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Kuzma pulls it in.
And another miss. Woo. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
Well, they continue to extend the lead. Terrific play on both ends of the court.
And Fareed throws it down.
Exceptional instincts from the clever guard, Paul. I mean, reading the D, making the right pass.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. LeBron passes to Kuzma. It's good. Kuzma's got 7 points for the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
It's Rivers on the wing. Down low, here's Fareed. Kicks it out to Paul. There's the triple. Connects from three-point range. Paul's got 8.
Well, you got to appreciate how assured Paul is. He takes pride in torching the D on the catch and shoot.
James against Gordon. And it's Rondo penetrating. Kenneth Fareed grabs the board. And so Fareed will bring it up for the Rockets. 15-point game. Gordon inside. Working on James. Tucker can't get it to go.
Gets the look he wants and still no luck. Tough night for him.
LeBron passes to Kuzma, and the shot goes down. Kuzma's got 19 points.
Good at taking initiative inside. Once Kuzma is near the hoop, he's focused on scoring.
Paul looking around, and Tucker has it in the corner. Outside Gordon. Houston moving it around. A 3-ball. A nice shot by Tucker. He's got 9.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Rondo kicks to Ingram. Muscala, the pass to Ingram. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Houston the other way. Outside Gordon. There's the dish to Paul. 11 feet out, and he hits it.
That medium range area, that was Paul's bread and butter when he entered into the league. I mean, then he added range to that.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rondo. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at the Rockets. They've done well enough to be in 5th place in the conference so far. And, of course, there's the Lakers, 5 games behind.
You know, for Los Angeles, they've had their chances to kind of separate themselves from the pack this season, but so far they haven't been able to capitalize on those opportunities.
Yeah, every time it looks like they're ready to make a step forward, something goes wrong.
And the basket by Gordon.
And crafty at handling the rock. I mean, you better give Gordon credit and don't give him the opportunity to get creative with it. He does not disappoint.
James kicks to Ingram. Here's Kuzma. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And the dunk is always the king of the highlight reel. We know it comes easy if you're 6'10" or bigger. But, Chris, there are little guys who can get up there and slam it down hard, too.
Well, I'll tell you what, Westbrook absolutely scares me when he dunks the ball because Westbrook thinks he's 7 foot tall and tries to dunk like it every time. So I love watching him attack the rim. How about Dennis Smith Jr.? His miss in the dunk contest last year was one of the most exciting dunks I've seen in a long time.
It was.
Eric Bledsoe, Terry Rozier. I mean, these guys, they attack the rim fearlessly, and they're going to posterize you if you're a big fella and sleeping on their hops.
And the Lakers with some changes. Lance Stephenson's checked in for Brandon Ingram. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Rajon Rondo. Green, he's checked in for Houston. Iman Shumpert has come in for Paul. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Rivers against Stevenson. Oh, Fareed in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
There's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Stevenson kicks to LeBron. Stolen by Fareed. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Here's Green. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Hey, look, he's not an easy man to defend. He'll get his points one way or another.
Pass to LeBron. Inside, Muscala. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Fareed's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Rivers with it. 6 points for him. Out to Shumpert. 6 on the shot clock. From the baseline. Fareed, no good.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
And it's Stevenson missing.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time.
LeBron against Green. Good work there as it goes. And it's 6 points for Lance Stevenson.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
You know the saying, numbers don't lie. You can see it up there on the scoreboard.
And Shumpert kicks to Rivers. Dishes it to Fareed. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Kenneth Fareed, an outstanding performance with Team USA in 2014. But, Greg, his minutes have gone down in recent seasons.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great rebounder. He's got all the athleticism you need, but he's not a shooter or a big-time defender. In today's game, you need your big man to do at least one of those two.
2 shots.
Free throw good from Kenneth Fareed. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Both free throws good from Kenneth Fareed.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Stevenson. To the inside, James. Great tee that time from Green. Rockets trail by 8. Rivers with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. And some nice passing there by Houston. Here's Fareed. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Fareed's got 11 points.
He's been a different player since halftime. Coming on strong now.
Now here's Bullock. Guarded by Tucker. Now here's Bullock. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist. And the Lakers lead by 8.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Rivers surveying the D. Wants to get it to Fareed and does. And no good. Here's Caldwell Pope. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got his 4th rebound in this one. Lets it go with a 3. Drills the 3-pointer. 12 points for him.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The 3-pointers just continue to flow.
And Stevenson kicks to Bullock. LeBron outside. Now here is Muscala. Fareed defending. Shumpert against Stevenson. Over Shumpert. Offensive rebound. Some solid defense from Fareed. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Trailing by 5. Sinks the triple.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, they've been tremendous from beyond the arc. It's a shift from what they did in the first 2 quarters.
Here's Stevenson, and he banks in the layup.
If you let him get that deep, this is what you can expect.
Yeah, well, with his toughness and skills in there, it's a rough problem to fix.
Passes it to Rivers. From the arc. Rebound by Muscala. Muscala's got 5 rebounds tonight. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. And the 3 off target. Rockets trail by 4. Outside, Green. Rivers kicks to Fareed. Over to the left wing. Tucker can't get it to go.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. That's going to send LeBron James to the line. It goes on Kenneth Fareed. JaVale McGee's checked in for Los Angeles. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Harden's checked in.
Agility, the instincts, the power. I mean, James remains a dominant figure on both ends of the floor.
Rockets trail by 7. Harden scanning the floor. The pass to Fareed. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They led by as many as 18 points. James kicks to Bullock. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got 6 assists now in the game. There's 10 seconds left in the third. Left side, Shumpert. To the paint. The deep three from Harden. Got it!
Did he make it?
He got it!
He hit that?
What a shot!
Wow, what a miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How'd he get that one to go?
Blind luck, Greg. I mean, he lets it fly and bang, right on target.
And so it's Los Angeles, heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. And we'll be back with you shortly. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Here's Shumpert. The 4 and 5 are the athletic duo of LeBron and McGee. Reggie Bullock is out there with Caldwell Pope, and it's Stevenson in at the 3 slot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And here's Harden for 3, and it's LeBron James with the rebound. Lakers leading by 7. Feeds to Bullock. Got it. Good job in the low post. Bullock's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Lakers. Bullock's gone 3 for 4 here from the field. Harden finds Shumpert. That shot, no good. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. Down low, here's Stevenson, and it's slammed in by Stevenson.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
Well, that's just a good example of why the score is what it is. I mean, they need to protect the rim a lot better than that.
To the middle. Here's James. Kicks it out to Stevenson. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And really, Harden is even dangerous when he's looking to score. Even when the defense gets physical with him, he takes the contact, he powers through it.
Chris, when you played against a team that you had played on before, did you feel any extra motivation to do well against them?
Always. They always got the business. Whether it was I left Golden State and went to Washington, had to give them a triple-double in 40 days. Whether it was after I left Washington, had to come back and give them a triple-double.
Yeah,
and beat them bad and hug the crowd after. Oh, yeah, it's a lot of motivation. You definitely want to make sure you give your ex-team the business and make them regret, at least for the 24 hours until the next game, that they let you go.
I love that thought process. That's fun. Rondo passes to Ingram. Jacks up a 3. No good on that one. And the Rockets take it the other way. Outside Gordon. Back to Paul. Takes the 3. It's good from long range.
And they're going to have to pay closer attention to him beyond the arc. I mean, he's got 2 threes in this half, a total of 3 overall.
James finds McGee. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And this is why his teammates trust him. James has a sensational feel for when to dish it.
Here's Harden. Makes it off the glass. Harden's got 26.
Now, he's doing what he can do to dig them out of this hole, but I think he's going to have to turn it up even more.
Timeout called the Lakers. Los Angeles making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Luke Walton was saying to the team. He was pretty clear-cut to them. He said, look, we need to play with some edge out there. I don't care what the lead is. Do not back off.
Thank you, David.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Ingram against Fareed. 6 to shoot from the arc. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist from Ingram. Ingram's got assist number 8 now on the night. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Rockets. It's a 10-point game. Lets the three fly. Rebound the Lakers. McGee's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And Kuzma slams it in.
And it only takes a few buckets for Kuzma to get going. He's a crafty, dangerous scorer.
In the corner, it's Gordon. Bangs home the trifecta.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Rondo kicks to Ingram. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
We know that stars, especially superstars, get some level of benefit from the refs. What do you think of that? Is that good for the game?
I think the refs should always be fair. I think, yes, you're going to get the benefit of the doubt if you're James Harden and you can cross everyone over and you get 10 free throws a game. He earns those most nights. But, yeah, there's going to be some nights in which he gets a call or two here because as an offensive player, you want to be so aggressive that you put the referees in a tough position to make a tough call and to see what that was. Fans want to see the best players play, not sit. So you have to be judicious with how far you go, but just sometimes slip in the tendencies. And I used to get so mad when all I would do is go challenge a shot. The human kickstand would kick his leg out. The ref would say I fouled him. I didn't foul him. And the best actor in the world would get to go to the line, get a 4-pointer. And okay, Caleb, what was the question again? Stars. Oh, superstars getting.
I don't know. Let's stop. Let's stop. Rondo against Paul. They can't stop the run with that one. Lakers leading by 16 to the middle. And it's McGee with the jam.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
Yeah, and it's been a team game, a number of contributions. Guys staying focused. That's why the league continues to grow.
Paul passes to Tucker. There's the feed to Fareed. The three. A nice shot by Tucker.
Drills his third three of the half. I mean, that's 15 points from long range for him today.
Pass to LeBron. Lays it up off the glass. James has got 30 points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Harden kicks to Paul. Harden against Ingram. Harden finds Gordon. For the three. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Kuzma against Gordon. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
The DS no shot is stopping James when he gets that low in that position. He's too big, too strong in the paint. You got to foul him.
free throw drops for James. And both free throws good for James. Rockets trailed by 19. Here is Harden. And he banks in the layup. Harden's got 17 points here in the second half.
Amazing feel for scoring on the interior. I mean, Harden, he's excellent at mixing it up.
Pass to Ingram. James outside. Back to Ingram. Just 5 to shoot. And again, no good by the Lakers. For Houston, they've gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Gordon for 3. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. McGee's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. James with the bucket.
This is an amazing run he's on. It's like he's been the only guy on the floor this quarter.
And here's Harden. Each team has one inactive player per night. Would upping that amount, you think, C-Web, of active players on game day change anything at all?
I don't believe so, because the inactive player we're talking about usually is at the bottom of the roster. And so if you look at the next man up theory, that means that the last guy on the bench at that time, it's his time to get that playing time. So I don't think that the inactive players would change anything, because it's still a team sport, and those guys earn their playing time in practice. And so that guy at the end of the bench is still one of the greatest players in the world and can contribute at any time.
Mike Muscala is checked in for JaVale McGee.
Well, look, I love how Harden does a little bit of everything. Aggressive scorer, solid rebounder, superb passer, and he's also improving on the defensive end.
And a wide open look for Rondo. And another 3 for the Lakers.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Harden draws the double, passes to Gordon. He feeds it to Fareed. Fires from deep. Rebound the Lakers. Muscala's got 7 rebounds in the game. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
A great feed, and that assist gives him a triple-double. You gotta love that kind of player, able to get it done in just about every facet.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for Houston. Harden draws the double, kicks it to Fareed inside, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Mike Muscala. That'll be his second foul of the game. Some call it the Ewing theory, teams that play better without relying on a star player. Chris, how sustainable is that?
It's not sustainable. It's real cute until you have the teams that are focused and want to win come in. And usually that Ewing theory, that's usually like in the 5th week of the season or before All-Star break, when teams are figuring out themselves. Once everybody has identified their strengths and their weaknesses, you need that horse to ride. You need that big hoss in there, that guy that's dependable every night. And as long as he's a willing passer, unselfish player, no, you need those guys. I don't believe that teams are better without their main guy. Maybe for short stretches, players can rally, but you look at championship winners, I'm trying to think of one that didn't have a superstar on their roster. I just don't buy into that theory.
Shot clock at 3. Paul for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Well, look, his teammates are going to stop getting him the ball if he keeps taking shots like that.
Kicks it out to James. LeBron is doubled. Lets it go from deep. And Rajon Rondo, the basket on the assist by James. And it's 8 points for Rajon Rondo. Ingram against Harden. Looking to end the run, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Oh, he's mastered the art of drawing fouls. Harden's led the league in free throws time and time again.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
That's what they want to see from him, attacking, getting whistles, and maybe causing some foul trouble.
Harden hits them both. When it comes to playing the role of villain in the eyes of many NBA fans, you know, you've got LeBron going to Miami, Durant leaving OKC, going to Golden State. C-Webb is having someone to root against good for the league. It seems to build some passion in sports for sure.
I mean, there can never be a hero without a villain. Sure. Even if that villain is temporary for one season. So one of the great things about the NBA is that our off season normally is just as exciting as the main season because of the trades and who's going where and the changing of allegiances, of alliances. I mean, so I definitely love all the movement. And, you know, the great thing is you're never going to agree with what any player does 100% the whole time. So I love seeing the changes in the league and having someone to root against. I think it's good for the fan soul to have somebody that you can honestly root against.
Oh, that's fun. Caruso kicks to Bullock. And there's a whistle. It goes on Iman Shumpert. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And a switch here also for Houston. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for James Harden. And here is Los Angeles now. McGee, the pass to Caruso. Lock at 6. Green kicks to Shumpert. Back to Green. The shot. Rebounded by McGee. Los Angeles leading by 21.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Lakers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And really an important win from a pride standpoint. Nobody likes getting swept, so they're able to salvage a win in this 4-game season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LeBron.
Well, it's easy to look at his scoring as the key to this win, but there's so much more to it than that. It's a triple-double. He got it done everywhere.
They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they've put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Caruso, no good.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those two things that he possessed.
And guys, you got to ask, where was this effort when it mattered? The game's over now.
Oh, yeah, this is a nice run here, but too little too late. And deep down, I think they know it.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, were you satisfied with the team's performance tonight?
We got a very good team, but in order for us to continue to improve, we have to go out and we have to defend, we have to play for one another, and we have to be selfless. You know, it's not about the individual, it's about the team, and if we all give in to what the team needs to do to be better, then we'll be okay.
It is a work in progress, LeBron. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.